There are days where the intros are necessary, and today was one of those days. Everything that could go wrong, like, kind of did go wrong while that intro was playing. Hence why it was so long. Oh, that's unfortunate. I did not mean to have those set up like that. What? How did that? Wait a minute. And somehow, during all of that, well, how did that even happen? My apologies. The judo picture, which was something I wanted to talk about. Like shoved to the ground somehow. I don't know how the hell that even happened, but the daily drawing, there it is, I guess. As well as some drawings that I've been working on. Ooh, I lined the airy drawing. But you're not here for drawings, you're here for Gunpla, like, man. You're not here to look at women. What are you, gay? I don't think so. Don't worry, my head's still gone. Also, apparently my character model's not lined up properly. Let me fix that. There we go. Oh, actually, so the real problem is I forgot to move the camera. That's why it's not tracking right. Oh god, a little jank today. This week has been hella hectic. Oh my god. Between between the collab and other things, I've just been having trouble with. Can we? What is? And the mouse is broken, actually. Oh, great. Piece of shit Amazon mouse? Fuck you, Amazon. You piece of shit. I thought the battery was dead. No, the mouse is just fucking broken. I've had that mouse for like 2 weeks. What a piece of shit. Never buy electronics from Amazon. Jesus fucking Christ. Utter garbage. Utter trash. What garbage. What trash. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Thing is, I'm having to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thing is, adjusting the fucking camera perspective with my other mouse is gonna be very difficult. But oh my god, what a piece of garbage. I thought the mouse just, had lost its charge or something. No, the mouse had just completely is just dead. It's not responsive. It doesn't work at all. What a piece of crap. Thanks, Amazon. Thanks. That's real cool of you. Real cool, Amazon. What a worthless piece of shit. But we're not here about worthless pieces of shit. We're here for the Kimaris Vidar. And get over here. We're just gonna get back into. Well, I've had a very busy day today. I've actually had to do a lot of cleaning today, and it appears I have lost the fucking instruction manual. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my god. I thought it was in the box, but evidently it's not. Bright side is I know I didn't throw it away. The bad side is I don't know where it is at all. I'm gonna just let my head go away for a second because my model's just freaking the hell out. Oh my goodness. Let's get all the things that we have ready, all the things that we've primed and whatnot. By the way, chat, after stream I realized I have blue Gundam paint, and that's way better for the panel lining for this part. I think it's still weird because the camera doesn't want to pick it up, but I can tell you guys can see it better than how it was before, but let me now look for the fucking instruction manual. Woo! Jesus Christ. Only the peak content. Only the most prepared streams for you guys. Oh my god, this is why I'm not allowed to start before 10 o'clock. Problem is, I have genuinely no idea where the instructions could be. So, I mean, I have all the runners still, so we can still build this. I'm just a little bit at a loss for how I misplaced the instruction manual. Get out of here, Comfer box. I don't know why I still have you. Oh, because I haven't finished the Comfer's whip. That'd explain it. Yeah, I'm not muted. There it is. No, this is the... No, this is the Kimaris' instructions. I need the Kimaris Vidar's instructions. Oh. I'm so fed up right now, I have half of mine just not to even fucking bother with instructions. Has to be in here. There it is. It's on the other side of the box. It's in the box lid. There we go. Oh. I've had a long day. I hope you can forgive me. Oh my god, had a long week. I think this might be the most... I don't think I've ever had a dual stream in a day, and tomorrow will be the first time I'll have a dual stream because to do part 2 of the presidential collab, I had to fit it in after the whole about digging a game stream. Let me get my head back for you guys. Bat. Oh god, I'm still misaligned. Because it's impossible to align myself properly. Because when I move off camera, that happens. So, I'm gonna have to try to use... Well, no, I can't, because the mouse wheel on the... I'm so small, fuck! The mouse wheel on the fucking Amazon mouse doesn't work! Oh my god, what a piece of shit! What a feckless failure. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey Bezos. Fucking... I can't say that on stream or else I'll get banned, actually, never mind. I can't make a joke about rope and a rickety stool. Even though they're right next to each other, always the stores. But no, we can't make that joke. That's too far. No, 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 no. Can't tell the fucking millionaire, the billionaire, you know, who's doesn't manage his own fucking shit. Can't tell an edgy joke, chat. It's not allowed. That's not cool, okay? Anyways, also, as you can tell, I've not updated my BGM, hence why you don't hear jack shit right now. Oh, goodness. Everything is just going to heck, but it's okay. Let's get back into it. Oh, actually, off stream, I actually wanted to talk about this. Off stream, I wanted to talk about this. I realized we missed some panel lining on the head. So on the head, as you can see, let me see if I can... Okay. You can see that now there's a bit of panel lining on the V-fin. I think we didn't do... Maybe we did that at the end of stream, but I think I missed it on stream. But I also did some panel lining in the purple here, which is blue, so sadly it's probably not going to be picked up the best. But we have some panel lining here. It's all good. You know what? Let's just take our jacket off. Let's get comfortable, chat. Let's get comfortable and just do this build that had to be put off I shouldn't say had to be put off, had to be rescheduled. And okay. I need to get oh, I see the problem. That's why the model's freaking out. There's a standee behind me of SS Issa. There's a this is behind me, so whenever it can sometimes it was looking over my shoulder, and that's why it was making me small every now and then. It was looking over my shoulder and trying to track this. Fucking stupid. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. Well, now I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. What the hell was that about? Okay. So let's see here. Also have a little light on the desk now to hopefully provide better lighting. Hello, Lan. Don't worry, Lan, you haven't missed anything. I had some technical issues at the start. Then I realized I lost the booklet. I lost the instructions. It was a whole journey. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything yet. Because we're getting right back into it by building the arms. So we need A. This is B. We do need B, though. We need... So this is the right arm, so we're going to need to do B17 and 18. Ooh, 7, but this is 18, actually. Cut those, put them over here. Oh, wait, actually, fuck. Because of all the technical issues, I forgot to mention, actually. This is actually really important that I mention it now, because it's the start of stream, so it's going to be relevant to... Let me move the mic, so even though I've moved it, it's not horrible quality. So, let me just show you this. So the rest of the week's schedule, which I meant to show at the start of stream, it's a little bit cut off there, so I'm gonna have to fix that later. But is today we have this stream. Tomorrow we have the digging. We have just a game about digging a hole. We have part 2 of the President collab. Lon, you were there, I think. I'm sorry for the Taft. I'm sorry. I thought she could be trusted for 5 seconds. I was wrong. And then Saturday is, another collab for Lethal Company. That's already been posted on YouTube and Twitter on the community post. So if you want to take a closer look, either pause to look at the times or just go to the community posts. Back to the build. Let's make sure that didn't break the camera. The camera is so persnickety sometimes, man. Oh my god. He only has 1 knee screw? I feel like I've been gypped. Kimaris had 2 knee screws, I thought. Does he only have 1 knee screw? Taft was wild. T-Rex are... Oh my god. I still can't believe it, because like when I came back, I thought I had been gone longer, because I was like, Jesus Christ, like she's already like in the middle of like a whole monologue that like is scarring her and my audience. And then when I was going back to do the timestamps, because I was just like, I have nothing better to do, I'll timestamp this video as well. I timestamped that before my own videos. I was procrastinating so hard on timestamping my Subnautica video and my whatever the hell else I had to timestamp. I timestamped that before those. But I went out and it's like I was only gone for like 10 seconds at most. I think I was gone for less than 10 seconds. And when I came back, she was already talking about just the most she was just in full unbridled form. I can't explain that. I did not think she would just go in. When I said just go wild, I didn't think she'd take me up on that offer, Chad. I apologize for that. My job was to be her wrangler, and I completely failed at that. I told her it's cool, just say whatever you want. That was a mistake. There's mistakes we make, Chad, that we can't take back. Ooh. Luckily, I don't think there's any massively overweight presidents post World War II. That's the good thing. Very graphic. Yeah, she got very explicit. It got horribly explicit. But that's this area in a nutshell. She'll just you never challenge her to do something because she'll take you up on that offer. You think you're being funny when you said it's like go wild, say whatever you want, and then you remember you're talking to Area Lulu. Ooh. But I can't wait. I hope I mean, if she's watching right now, tune away because I'm gonna spoil the. She's not watching right now, but I'm gonna spoil some of the presidents for tomorrow. Due to someone in the chat said that she oh yeah, she has said, oh, she said worse. She has said worse. Don't you worry, chat. She has said worse, but that doesn't make what she said good. That doesn't make what she said good is the problem. She has said worse. She's very bad. But one president I'm curious about is how she'll respond to the accusations but against LBJ, because LBJ was supposedly just constantly like sexually harassing his staff. What's worse than getting railed by T-Rex arms? Jesus. They're claspers, chat, like with a shark. They hold you gently for the violent fucking. But LBJ, supposedly, like he would have like talks with his staffers with like the bathroom door open. He would not like mind being like his staffers seeing his dick, and he'd be like, yeah, because he's like, I have the biggest dick in the room, so you should listen to me, kind of thing. I don't know how true that is, but I'm gonna bring it up regardless. We left off at Truman, which was a good stopping point because that was the World War II. So we have about half as many presidents to go through. We have, I think, 14. We went through 33. But they're all a lot more modern, which means that they're easier to talk about and how they kind of relate to modern day living, which is good. But they're also more modern, which means people are going to be opinionated assholes about them, which is bad. Ooh. Especially considering my job is just to tell what they did without to say what they did good and bad. Now let's see here. And if I miss anything bad, people are going to be up my ass. And if I don't say all the good, people are going to be up my ass. But I don't really. But like the historical ones, I'm just going to be like, I don't care. Let me focus on the B. Okay. That's B4. Before I continue, let me cut off more of these pieces, chat. Did you like that pun? I used similar puns in my... I don't know why I use fucking puns in my schedule announcement, but I think it's because I was just feeling a little lazy. I was like, this will be quick. Make a digging pun for the digging stream, and then have the company pun for Lethal Company. It's simple, chat. I couldn't be bothered. Let's see here. D. Oh, we already have these ones off, so. It'd be this one, this one, this one, and we are short one. That must mean it's here. All of them are right here, all the ones we've pre-cut off to do the panel lining. We just have to figure out which ones go together. Okay, and it looks like these ones go over here, meaning these ones go over here. Simple, chat. And then I'm hoping the Vidar has the same kind of shoulder connection. I don't know if the Kimaris also, but the Vidar's shoulder connection is really weak on the right shoulder, so I'm hoping this one's a little bit cleaner. It's hard giving a unbiased retelling. Yeah, that. It's hard to give unbiased retellings of history because the people who wrote the history often were not unbiased themselves. It's hard to give an unbiased retelling of recent history because you've lived through the recent history. So shit that's affected you personally, you're going to care more about. Like, say if you're in Arizona, as an example, you're going to bring up Obamacare because Obamacare caused premiums in Arizona to rise by like 200%. mind you, that's unique to Arizona. It kind of didn't really, like, holistically, it kind of didn't really affect anything Obamacare because, like, everywhere that premiums rose, they fell in other places. It just depends on states. But in Arizona, got destroyed by Obamacare. So, like, that's one example of, like, how, you know, somebody who would be from Arizona gonna bring that up when we talk about Obama. The dog might have to go in the kennel. Started streaming a little early, so there might be a little distraction with that. B7. Okay. The one I'm most worried about though is Reagan, because everyone either acts like Reagan is literally Jesus or the devil. And it's just like, nah, he had an okay first term, not so good second term. Was a little out of it the second term, not like as bad as Joe Biden, but like, whatever. Ooh. Yeah. See here. Like that's gonna be the annoying ones. I mean, some are gonna be easy. Everyone hates Bush, so like just fucking making jokes about Bush are gonna be simple and straightforward to make. Because after Katrina, he kind of all the goodwill, any goodwill he had left was gone. Ooh. One of the easiest ways to bungle support in the U.S. is just fuck up a domestic disaster. That's one of the easiest ways to bungle shit. 24. 5. 5. Some of them are gonna be fun though. Like I'm kind of excited to talk about. I kind of just want to see where she puts some of them. Like Jimmy Carter is interesting because the most interesting things to say about him are outside of his presidency. Nothing going to be beat Bill and his dude. For the one dude, I was like, he had NTR, and she was like, nice. For Bill, we can go over his NTR. Like the one guy's like, he was the first NTR president. Bill Clinton, he's recent enough where we can go into detail about his NTR. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Bro, we got on videotape. What? Can I get a copy? I mean, oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh, Bill. Oh, Bill, you little scamp, you. I need. I kind of want to look up like the history of the relationship between Bill and Hillary. In all fucking honesty, because I just don't know. I just you look at Bill and Hillary, and I don't think we appreciate just like how weird of a couple that is. Ooh, let me get this piece out. Like if it was purely political, I would imagine they wouldn't have a kid, but they have a kid. So maybe there was something there at one point, but I don't know like if how long that something existed. Oh my god. Thing is though, it's Area Lulu, so like the fact that like Bill, you know, is literally known as the NTR president would just make her go like based. That will give points for him. There was like one or two other. Oh, JFK, of course. She's gonna love JFK. She keeps asking about JFK. Is the thing like you might have noticed on stream she brought up JFK several times. Before stream, she also brought up JFK several times. That she's very interested in old Johnny for some reason. I can't begin to guess why, chat. Oh my god. I just saw this. That's a sticker, chat. I understand why that's not color separated, but I really don't like that. Give me 1 minute. I have to find. This is a sticker that I can apply later, but I'm gonna quickly see if I have it ready. Because again, as I said earlier, I was doing so much cleaning earlier today that I kind of lost track of everything. So I don't think I know where the stickers are right now. Are you the stickers? You are not the stickers. What the fuck are you for? You are for the Gundam Vidar. Ironic. That's ironic. You are for the... Ooh, you're for the Kshatriya. I haven't applied any of you yet because sleeve stickers are some of the worst stickers in all of Gundam. I understand that they could not do color separation, at least at that time, for the sleeve models because that's a lot of detail. Or, no, the Vidar is the Gunpla, chat. How dare you? I am your Gunpla. You know, I was fucking tired because the only thing I could think of for stream title was a fucking Star Wars reference. You know, I've had a long day at that point. I have like 5 hours of sleep today, 4 hours of sleep the day before. Ooh. Oh my god. You might think, like, you didn't even have the collab last night. How do you only have 5 hours of sleep? Well, chat, I found the stickers, by the way. Excellent. The reason I have only 5 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep today is because I was busy doing other things because we weren't doing the collab. I was just doing other things throughout the week, preparing for other streams and whatnot. So it's been good. I have no idea if she would want to know more. I have no idea why she'd want to know more about JFK. I don't know. I could ask you, man. I just found out about the perfect grade new Gundam. You mean the fact that we're building it next week, or do you just mean coincident? Oh wait, no, we're building the real grade. Sorry, the perfect grade. I always get real grades and perfect grade. They have a perfect grade real new Gundam. That's awesome though. We're building the real grade next month. We're building it for the anniversary of Char's counterattack. Ooh. Jesus Christ, like the Zaku alone, which is I think an older perfect grade, is shit. Where are my tweezers? That's still like 150 to like 170 or something, depending on where you get it. Newer stuff is like $250 though. Like I think I saw like I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been like the Zeta Gundam has like it's over $200. Like I don't know. They could be like $300 depending on what they do with it. That's a good question of how expensive it's gonna be. And I'm gonna build up into well, actually this is pretty much the whole arm, so I'll just build the whole arm, I guess, actually. I have the real grade new fin funnels. Ba da da da. I still need to you still need to build it though. That's always an important distinction to make with Gunpla. Like I have it, I just haven't built it yet. I have it, bro. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. I got it, dude. Don't worry about it. I got it. Not built. The fucking backlog of fucking Gunpla builders. You either have no backlog because you build shit the moment you get it, or you have like 20 to 30 things in your backlog. There's no in between. There's absolutely no in between for somebody doing Gunpla. On the bright side, for a streamer, it means that you can literally just be like, "Hey, vote on my backlog." That's the one good thing if you're a streamer. At least you can just have people. You can just throw that up there. Still a little upset that after this month you probably won't be able to vote on anything until probably like the last week of March. Because I let you guys vote on so much, and then it's just gonna dry up for like 3 weeks. Actually, 4 weeks. Crap, because you're not voting this week either. It's in the box. I own it. I just didn't build it. Plus, they announced the RG Wings. You mean the perfect grade Wing Zero? Because I own a real grade Wing Zero. I'm looking at it right now. Do you mean they announced a perfect grade? Because I'm like 99% certain I have a. I'm looking at a Wing Zero that's a real grade. Did you make the mistake I made, or am I just going insane? What am I looking at right now? That's not a high grade. That's the. Oh wait. They don't have a real grade normal Wing Zero. I'm thinking of the end. I forgot. Yeah, there's a difference between the endless waltz. That's what I'm thinking of. I know. Okay, I figured it out, chat. I figured it out. Okay, so I forgot. I kind of think of the one in endless waltz as Wing Zero, and then I kind of think of like the one in the show proper as just the Gundam Wing. Ooh. I know that's kind of confusing because you also have like just the normal Gundam Wing, which is the Gundam Wing that starts the series off, but like shut up. No, don't ask questions about my brain. Why do they have to redesign everything for Endless Waltz? I don't know. It makes things confusing, bro. Yeah, TV Wing Zero. Yeah, as I said, my mistake. And that is a hell of a skirt, which for once we're not going to cut apart because I do not trust cutting that apart. I don't know why we had that piece actually. We weren't even building with it. I figured it out. I might be dumb, but I can still figure out my mistakes, chat. I have both the Endless Waltz though and the standard wing. The wing is really nice, I have to say. He's a very little boy because the Gundams in Gundam Wing are small, but he is a delight. He's one of my favorite pieces because you can just put him in like the pose he's in at the ending of the opening of the at the end of the opening of the anime. It looks really nice. Looks excellent. But 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 oh god. Heard that ladies didn't like the big wings of the Wing Zero, so oh I was like, this has big wings either way. They didn't like the pod wings or whatever. That's a little weird. I always kind of felt like it was a jip that. It is insane to me that the sand. Like, I understand why the Gundam heavy arms never got, like, only got a custom and never got a 2.0. I understand that, like, it's the only one that was never destroyed, I think. Technically speaking, the Gundam Wing was also never well, no, the Gundam Wing. That's spoilers. But because Troa's the best pilot, so he's the only one whose mecha didn't get destroyed at some fucking point. But like, I still can't believe like they literally destroy the Sandrock and then they just like make it looking exactly the same, and they're just like, it's the custom now. And it's like, what makes it custom? It has like an Uzi. It's not actually an Uzi. It's a completely different gun, but it has like a little submachine gun and it has like shoulder launchers, so it has ranged options now. Yeah. Wow, how far we've come. uh, Actually, I need to get a drink real quick. What? Damn. Okay. When got blown up in the cup, yeah. And they kept rebuilding it the exact same way. But I was thinking spoilers because I was like, it's never fully destroyed, is what I was thinking of. And then I thought of I thought of Lady Oon, and I'm pretty sure like, doesn't she like take the wing out one last time and like to block a laser beam or some shit? Whatever Lady Un did with it, I'm sure it was crazy. Because that bitch is crazy. Ooh. Yeah, that's really loud out there. I might have to tell them to turn it down. Uh, it got blowed up. They even made a replica of it just to blow up the replica, which is kind of impressive. You made like a replica of a fucking Gundam and blew it up. That's crazy, bro. How did nobody like realize that was a replica or anything? I don't know how I did it. Zex is just that clever, I guess. He's just that good, chat. They made they made a true 2.0 Sandrock in the form of, yeah. That's what I like about the Endless Waltz, is that I was actually going to say that earlier and I kind of just trailed off to other things, but how the Endless Waltz actually has a 2.0 Sandrock. That is nice. Though what's funny is how the heavy arms is literally just, oh, somebody's gonna be like, it is different. No, it's not. It's the same it's still the same thing. It's just now blue instead of fucking orange. Like somebody's out there is gonna be like, no, it's different. No, it's not. It's really not. It has more detail, but it's not really different at all. Oh my god, I guess they just really liked the fucking heavy arms design, which I can't blame them. There we go. Having a bit of an alignment issue. There we go. 2.0 Death Scythe. The Death Scythe, I don't like the Endless Waltz Death Scythe. The Death Scythe Hell from like the original from the TV show, I think is just so much cleaner. Like they gave it like weird pointy shoes in like the Endless Waltz. They literally made it edgy. Unironically, they made it edgy. They made it all pointy and shit. Like while the other one had like kind of this almost like Germanic feel to it. And I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did. That was, I mean, also it's my favorite of the Gundam wing design, so I don't think anything they could have done to the Death Scythe Hell would have made me happy. But oh yeah, they also updated the original. Yeah, because they also had the flashbacks, and the flashbacks show updated versions of the original ones as well, like the Shenron and whatnot. So not only do they have like an updated version of say the, let me see this real quick. By updated version of say the Ultron, but also the Shenron and whatnot. You're right. Yeah, I prefer the. I think what looks really good though, my favorite version of the Shenron is probably, it's based off of line art, which goes to show how good the line art is. But it's because usually line art is kind of dog shit in Gundam. It's a real hit or miss. It's really hit or miss and often miss. But the Shenron of the Gundam Wing manga looks damn clean. And let me, okay, there we go. It looks really clean and oh, that's actually going to be way, even if it comes out, it's going to be way easier to plug back in. I think it has like a big ass like snake dragon arm instead. But this is going to be a lot better than the Vidar because the Vidar has its plug really deep in the shoulder, so when it comes out, it's pretty much impossible to realign it without taking off the entire arm. This is actually not very deep in, and also you can see, chat, it also has it's also fixed the problem with the Kimaris, because you might remember the Kimaris' shoulders were so big that they actually interfered with like the arm movement itself. They've moved the shoulder pads out. Uh, they've moved the shoulder pad out so that it's more so that the way the arm can stay more flush to the body without the shoulder getting it's the shoulder pad getting in its own way. I can already tell that's going to be better. Don't know if it's solved, but better than the Kimaris, which is always what you want to see in a later build. I'll try to pick up the Death Scythe Hell, but after market prices are going to be wild, yeah. That's why I'm just waiting for them to reprint it again. They've reprinted the Dragon Gundam, which I know that's from G5. Yeah, I know, but if they're reprinting their G Fighter P Bandai, that means that they're probably going to be reprinting the other G Fighter Bandai, and around that time is when they release the Death Scythe Hell. So, whoop. I'd want to pick up the Rose Gundam and the Maxter Gundam, because those are my two favorite ones from G Fighter. I'm a really big fan of those two. I love the Rose Gundam, the French Gundam, and I really, of course, like the Maxter, because it's the American Gundam. It's the chat. It's the American Gundam. I gotta like it. But it's also just fun. It's a fucking cowboy boxer fucking... it's a cowboy boxer. It's a football player that turns into a boxer. It's insane. It's wonderful. Everyone's a stereotype in that show. It's great. It's like they looked over at Street Fighter and was like, how can we crank up the like stereotypes to 11, but also have like really good character work? Ah yeah. Oh yeah. We're cooking. Ooh. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I could like perfectly make out words from outside. So I had to make a quick correction to that. Football box, yeah, man. Fucking its introduction literally being led through New York by pimp mobiles, if I remember correctly. Man, we spent so much time panelining this fucking shit, chat. And it ain't even gonna be visible. Oh my goodness. A gun. Oh, hey, it has a window for pipes like the Doga. I'm going to fucking go out there and fucking mute that shit if they don't turn down the volume. That is silly. I think I put it on wrong. I did put it on wrong. 1 minute. No way. Hold up. I guess I don't get it. Wait. Let me just go over to the other instructions and see what I did wrong. Because I think I'm just looking at it wrong. And this goes on. Yeah. I decided the wrong perspective. And then we plug you in. And then we plug you in. That's good progress. And we're at an hour. To be fair, we probably had like 20 minutes of like technical issues with the intro. Intro was like, I think like 8 or 10 minutes long, which is very unusual for me. But we literally only have today to finish this. I mean, we could like make it go into next week, but I don't think you guys want me just to build like some legs. I don't think that'd be very entertaining. Actually, it wouldn't even be the legs; it'd just be like the weapons. So I don't think that's worthwhile. Actually, let me check something real quick. Oh, that's just a fucking note for myself. That's boring. Who cares about that? Let me see here. Feet. Chat feet for free. So let's see here. This? Are you the same? You're identical. Excellent. You love to see it, chat. So we're building these together so we don't even need to see. They're all going to be identical pieces. Well, they say they're identical, but that's not identical at all. You love to see that, just in the instructions, snap. Push it together until you hear a breaking sound. if you when you hear the breaking sound, you've gone too far. Whoop. And then what are we even cutting from? C. I hate it when the letter is inside of it because you always look on the perimeter first. Oh, I never cleaned that off. Hold up. Do I have? I'll have to clean that off later once. Well, let me see if I can clean it off right now. Okay, I was able to use a little bit of lighter fluid on my finger to clean it off. I don't have paper towels ready right now. Was the issue? Kind of interesting because this actually has more detail than the anime build. And at first, when I noticed that, because I was looking at some images, I thought that like, oh, well, maybe the concept art or what have you has more detail. No, no, not at all. The like the most easily example is that the V fin in the anime doesn't have like any. It's actually kind of looks a lot different to be honest, but it doesn't have like the panel lining on the fin itself and whatnot. The leg, the thigh, no, so the calves. I don't think have, or they're not as prominent. I can't remember if they don't have, but they don't have like either this panel or then it's not as prominent. And I kind of just realized like this is actually higher detail than the actual like proper anime version, and I kind of wondered like how much of that is because it's just the end of the line, so they're allowed to have a little bit more leeway with detail, and how much of it is just typical for like high grades of the Iron-Blooded Orphans. Dog's barking, so I might have to deal with that. And oh wow, these are wait, no, yeah, these are identical. Why do they not look identical? Oh, it's an optical illusion. It's an optical illusion. This on the how they have it angled, this piece on the paper right here, I don't know if it's going to be conveyed, looks like it's bent. Instead, it is bent, but instead of looking like it's zagging up like this, it looks like it's bending at like a 90-degree angle. Ooh. Da -da 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 -da. And then A. Bump, 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 bump. Sorry, by the way, that the schedule has been so hectic this week. Ooh, that's just sometimes how the cookie crumbles in streaming. Last night, both Ari and I had things come up like literally last minute. She had something come up 30 minutes before stream. I had something come up like 20 minutes before stream, and we just kind of like talked about it, and we're like, yeah, we should not stream right now. We should not be streaming tonight, which is why it was such a late notification. And again, sorry for that, but that's just is sometimes things that happen like that. That's just you hate to do it. And we actually purposely waited until after the stream scheduled start in case things change. We waited until like 10:30, which is why the notification wasn't until 10:30. But like we kind of both understood that like yeah, we're just gonna have to reschedule. Luckily, it seems that we're gonna be able to reschedule to tomorrow night, at a bit of a later time at 11. Ooh, but again, we're only covering half as many presidents, so that should be plenty of time still. Losing 1 hour should not really be much of a sacrifice. Should also give her more time to prepare. She has been having a bit of a rough of it, but that's behind the scenes stuff. Great person to fucking collab though with. Who effectively just end up playing the straight man to her, but I don't really mind that. Fucking playing the straight man to Aerie is not an issue, considering, I mean, that's like saying, oh, you're playing the straight man to Kramer. It's like, you know, it's just, it's hard not to play the straight man to somebody who's so over the top and emotive. Da 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 da. It's a safe way to go. Oh my god. I just realized I don't think that arm had a single polycap in it. I only realized that because we're doing the because we're getting on some polycaps now. Actually, even though I know that she'll just say like it's fine, I still need to ask her. Because I'm still working on the compilation. I have not had like any time to work on the compilation like proper, but I've been like selecting clips. That's all I've been able to have time to do. But for the compilation of like highlights for the past year, but also BRB screen, I need to ask her if it's okay to use clips from the collab. Again, like, just a formality. No, I'm not going to include the Taft. She can clip the Taft if she wants to. I'm not including that. Oh, that's annoying. There's panels right here. Sorry, there's lining right here is what I meant to say. There's lining, which I don't know if you can see. You can see that a little, but I'll have to dab that up before we put it all together in the final. So that is melting my brain. What if, oh no. Okay. I specifically want to clip the Franklin debate, because that shit caught me completely off guard, because that's like 8 minutes where I just have to repeatedly tell her Benjamin Franklin was not a president. And she's just insisting he totes is, bro. Half as bad as arguing with my father, in all honesty. Oh my god. Soon, TM. It will be finished. That's just all fucking VTubing. But this everything has just been so... I did not think Valentine's week would be so complicated. I did not think this week would be so complicated. It's just been kicking my ass recently. I've been more motivated than ever throughout it, but holy shit. On the 1st of March, like I've been getting my ass kicked so much by all of this that like I am more and more convinced that like by the first week of March, I'm just gonna not stream on the Monday and Tuesday of that. Like I'm just gonna be like fuck it. I'm just gonna either relax / get some like things done that I just don't have time to do for like the rest of the week. But I've just been getting absolutely abused by just being surprised by how much work I have to do. And I still need to do my cover. I got the instrument for my cover. Ooh, was it 2 days ago? No, literally. Wait, it was literally yesterday. I thought I've already said I got it. No, I haven't said I got it on stream. If I did, I must have been wrong. But I said I was going to get it on Sunday tomorrow, which would have been Tuesday, but they didn't have it in the stores. But I have the instrument. I can't wait for National Toast Day because we're just going to be cooking toast. It's going to be so cool, chat. We're going to be cooking toast live on stream. We're going to be making like buttered toast. We're going to be making like jam on toast. We're going to be making maybe toast with beans for any English viewers out there. My hands were staying so still that I thought my camera froze. I was being a little stupid there. And you know what, chat? We'll make French toasts. Ooh. We're going to be making toast, chat. It's going to be awesome. These feel pretty stable for what they are. Actually, for the feet, that is the 27th. Ooh, that's also kind of a late addition to the schedule. I planned to release a video for National Toast Day, but I was like, why not make a whole stream about it? So also I have like a hob, which is a burner. I bought a transportable burner. Oh, they do put sprinkles on their toast. We could make a fairy bread, but fairy bread isn't toast. Um, Fairy bread. What do? We just throw sugar on our bread, and that's like a treat. And it's just like, like you just look at that and go like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, what the fuck is wrong with high fructose corn syrup that it makes us fat? Like you just like you look at it as an American, and you're like, God, like other countries are literally eating pure sugar, and it's just like it really is just high fructose corn syrup is just absolute cancer. Just learning about how other countries just straight up eat sugar and aren't nearly as fat. It's just like, wow. Yeah, maybe making sugar out of corn. Maybe that's just kind of stupid of us. Why are we doing that? Who thought this was a good idea? Well, we had too much corn, so we had to do something with it. Could we like have not like done this with it? Nah. Don't worry about it. I cut off the wrong piece. Don't worry about it, chat. I'm like half convinced these do not go together. Never mind. I don't want to get any Jerry's though, so I don't think I'll make the sprinkle toast. I'll apologize to the captain or some shit. I don't know. He ain't watching. It's fine. But I fucking I just don't want to be bothered. I don't even know where to get Jerry's. I call them Jerry's like I'm from New England or some shit. Sprinkles. I don't even know where I'd fucking get sprinkles from. Like, of course the store, but I just don't know where in the fuck the store I'd get sprinkles from because I couldn't. So much of American sprinkles are just trash. Is the problem? American sprinkles are all like dehydrated to all hell and just tiny pellets that are super hard. Like actual sprinkles are supposed to be softer than like typical sprinkles you get in America. They're supposed to be like they're sugar pellets effectively. But in America we're like we're going to make that super dense and it's literally going to break your teeth cuz you're going to have to chew that shit. And it's like why did we do that? Hopefully your build is sorry if I missed that for a hot second. Hopefully your build is getting better than my paintings. Started making a diorama for the Thunderbird 2 kit, but I don't have the right brush nor putty. Oof. Spray painting tomorrow. I hope it does go well. I hope your painting goes very well, my dude. Alright. I hope I didn't miss that for like a hot minute. Because I saw something move in the corner of my eye like a minute or two ago, and I missed it if it was that. I'm happy to hear that your Thunderbird is still coming along. Ooh. But at the same time, any art is always an ongoing process and learning. I mean, like a month ago, I couldn't have made Judo in that corner look that good. Look at Judo. I don't like how when he's that small, he doesn't look as good as when he's bigger. I might blow it up, but I don't think I will. Huh? But like that Judo I couldn't draw a month ago, but like he looks pretty nice now. He has nice shading consistent with the anime. I'm pretty happy with that Judo. The airy picture that I was absolutely thinking looked trash. I did the lining on that today, and I think the airy picture that I have looks pretty good, and I've actually started on outlining what the body's going to look like. And to keep it in line with the edits that I've already made to the picture, i.e. giving her straighter hair like Emilia, I thought it would be fun to make her outfit inspired by Corneus from RE0. But And also I want to see really what I'm doing with her picture at this point is I'm trying to see how much I can change while making it still look clearly like Airy, you know? Can I change the hair and make it still very clear this is Airy? Can I change the outfit? But and that'll give me more freedom in drawing in the future if I learn how to do that. Because it also will start teaching me how to think of how to draw new outfits and whatnot. It's always a process. Sometimes you try to find excuses not to advance. But you gotta try new things. You gotta think outside the box. At the same time, I'll admit the whole concept was inspired by the fact that I just didn't want to draw her hair again. So I was just like, I'm gonna give her straight hair. Petty as hell, I know. But this is it. Ooh. Wow. I still find it weird how people online will like get pissed off because they're like, I wasn't credited for making a meme. And I just find that really weird. Like, maybe if like you made a piece of art that was like a meme and like you are the like you're literally the creator of like a template for a meme, I can kind of understand that. But if it's just like a edited image, just a normal ass edited image or something like that, that's just really, it's just like, it's a meme, bro. Get over it. If it's a pre-existing meme, but they just made a different version of a pre-existing meme, that one is just like, dude, it's a joke. Get over it. You're not fucking Norm Macdonald. Nobody cares. It wasn't that funny. This is the most pettiest. This is the pettiest stuff, man. I actually realized because of my watch alongs earlier this week that I have two separate people who I can watch. I know two vampires, so if I ever want to watch Interview with a Vampire, I have two people to go to already. I can just go to Atya Tepes and Power Lines and be like, hey, you want to watch a vampire movie? You want to watch one of the best gay movies ever made? So good, chat. Tom Cruise is so gay. He's also playing a gay guy in it, but like he's also such gay in general. But Tom Cruise is so amazing in that movie. He's just playing an abusive gay man effectively, and he's so good at it. He's like disturbingly good at it. Fucking Lestat. God. The child actress in that movie is also like phenomenal. Like normally when you have children, you're like, oh, it's a child and blah blah blah. But like the little girl who plays the girl that was turned into a vampire fucking nails like the feeling of effectively like an ageless child of a somebody who has psychologically matured out of being a child. However, they can never actually mentally nor physically mature out of being a child. Like they kind of really get that balance, and it's really impressive how they did that in the film. How her character, again, because she's stuck as a child, as an immortal child, but mentally, ooh, sorry, but psychologically, like that weighs on her, but like mentally, she can never technically grow out of that. And she can never physically grow out of that. And there's a real tragedy in that. Cruz was also surprisingly good as the angry CEO of, yes, fucking Tropic Thunder. We love Tropic Thunder here. Les Grossman, what do they mean by this? Les Grossman, supposedly inspired by Harvey Weinstein. Which, you know, whatever. I shouldn't say whatever, because, but it's just a little funny thing to me, learning that, but literally the guy's name is Grossman. It's just so on the nose. One of my favorite like small lines in that movie, because everything he says is just so fucking hilarious. But when he says like, I will fucking kill you. Not you, Tina, but if you don't have those reports on my desk, I'll rip your tits off. And it's just like, Jesus Christ. Like, why is he like at 11 24/7 in that movie? Oh my god. You'll have to get the UN to sign a binding resolution to get me to stop fucking you. It's so fucking aggressive. Oh my god. Tom Cruise is just a good actor in general, though. He is a phenomenal actor in general. Ooh. He might be fucking insane, but Tom Cruise is probably one of my favorite like living actors right now. Because even if he's in like a bad movie, you know he's gonna be giving it like 110%. You know he's gonna be giving it his all, even if the movie is absolute trash. Ooh. He can know the movie is absolute trash and still be giving 110%. It's really impressive. Ooh. Just have to wonder who's funnier, Tropic Thunder CEO or Ari Gold from Entourage. I don't think I've seen Entourage, sadly. Ooh. Yeah, but fucking boss characters who just are either complete dicks and owning it can be a pretty funny archetype. It's kind of a different direction, but the boss in Office Space is always funny for that because he's just always so nonchalantly. He's a very nonchalant bastard. Just a, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to come in on Friday and also Saturday to get those reports done. If you could do that, that'd be great. Like, this is like dripping passive aggression in like in like how he's doing because he knows it's not actually a request, but he still frames it like a request because he's just an asshole. Like, can I ask you to? Also how they bully the fucking like dude with the big glass in that movie. I will never get over the fact that in that the first time I ever watched Office Space, I just never noticed the fact that the guy with the big glasses, who I just forget his name, throughout the entire movie, he's just going, I'm gonna burn this building down. Because they keep bullying him, and he just keeps saying, they can do that, but I'll burn the building down if they do that. If they take my red stapler, if they don't give it back, I'm gonna burn down the building. But he's just mumbling it the entire time, and he's talking like that, and you're just like, oh, there he is being a little punching bag, ha 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 ha. And then the building gets burned down. You just see him standing outside you see him standing like in the distance. The main character sees him in the distance, and he like makes eye contact and runs away. And you're just like, oh shit, did he just burn down the building? This is fucking God. The writer of it, the same guy who did King of the Hill, is this also just a fun ass writer. Who Mike Judge is a very fun writer. Always pretty good with his social commentary, I find. Like to the point where even I'm a little optimistic about the new King of the Hill, even though it's a modern reboot. But I'll say something real quick. I don't know if this is gonna be visible, but I had to. Sorry, I thought I was doing that off screen. I was just had, but there's stress on this point. I think you can see how it's a little white right there, maybe. On the joint. That's because it was so tight that it actually expanded the joint. So I'm hoping that's not a problem. Okay, let's put on the leg armor now. Let's cut out the leg armor, actually. Let's see here. I do like how the Kimaris Vidar is just so designed for fighting other Gundams. I know I said that earlier, but like doing the extra research on its design and whatnot like really made me appreciate just how much of it is just designed to go after other Gundams. It's just designed to be so fucking aggressive. Like, absolute meth head behavior. Like, who puts a drill in their fucking knee? Who has that idea to be like, I'm gonna put a drill in my knee so I can literally go into the cockpits of other people from below? Because that's usually unarmored. Because that's usually under armored. It's like, that is sociopathic fucking thinking. It's like, the armor on the underside of the cockpits are weaker. Let me put a drill on that shit. Let me put a drill on my knee. Like, dude was out for vengeance. Absolutely fucking full like Char energy. Just makes his life about getting that revenge. But then has an unhappy ending, unlike Char. How did he do it? I say happy ending, I mean, he's gonna like die young and he's a cripple and whatnot, but like he got his revenge. And he never had to go through like a Quattro Bagina arc or nothing. Or like a, counterattack arc. Or good. The designs of the at Bandai in order to sell more models. This is absolute meth behavior. Okay. Did I get out the wrong piece? No, I need... Oh, okay, it's yellow. Oh. It's yellow. So I'm gonna need to cut out this. I'm gonna need to cut out that. The Kimaris also has a weapon in its chest. Let me cut that. It also has a weapon in its chest. That is made to screw with other Gundams, but it has never used or mentioned in the anime. You'd have to go through the wiki to where it's... Huh. That is weird that that's just not used. I do like how I've already mentioned this, just how the Kimaris' hangar is in the background when the Barbatos and the Vidar are fighting, as like as a hint that like it's a down armored Kimaris, that like what's being fought, like it's literally defending the ball, what with the Kimaris hangar in the background. It's just a nice little detail. There's actually like at least one shot where the Kimaris hangar is perfectly between the Barbatos and the Vidar. And do we have... Oh, we have these little triangles to cut out, which look awful, by the way. These are so tiny that it's really cool. It's one of those things that's like, this is really cool color separation, but holy shit, if I'm gonna lose this piece, I'll never find it. And it's yellow, and I still think that's true. Let me focus on this. There we go. Oh, that's the new schedule. Oh, no, that's not even the new schedule. That's just the dates that I was giving Ari for the reschedule. Ah, there we go. Oh my god. Some of the most dramatic people you'll ever see online are on Twitter chat. Like, they are just so fucking melodramatic. I was reading a post by a dude who sounded like he was like gonna storm the fucking beaches of Normandy or something, and I'm like, what the fuck is this about? He's like, character break, I need to be serious about this for a moment. And so it's talking about like, oh, again, he's like fighting against pure evil, and then like what it's about is the fact that he's going to be making jokes about like Trump, and it's like, wow, you're so fucking brave for that, bro. You're so brave about that. Is it gonna be like another recycled fucking joke that I've heard like 2,000 times since like 20 fucking 15? I hope it is. I hope it's the same joke I've heard 20 billion times, bro. That's why Zach Hadel is just so much funnier, because Zach doesn't like... God. When Zach Hadel of Oni Plays you know, Psychic Pebbles, you know, the creator of Smiling Friends, when he makes Trump jokes, it's just the fact he just does a Trump impression and then has Trump say something really fucking silly. Like, and it's really funny. You know, it's not like he doesn't go like, "Oh, hey, I'm Trump and I'm super evil and insecure," and then he like overdoes the voice so it becomes a caricature. No, he just does a silly Trump voice and then have Trump go like, "I was playing crack and I saw them put them like, and I saw them putting people in cages and I thought, not such a bad idea." It's just like that's just it's just so random. Ooh, I thought it was fine. I saw it in a video game. But ooh, and I use that one as an example because that one's a little bit more political, but it's still fucking funny. Zach Hadel knows how to, like, knows the point of humor is to make people laugh, not to get people to pat you on the back. Ooh. His fucking Trump impressions are hilarious. But it was so fucking stupid though. The guy really was like acting like he was like fighting the good fight. And it's like it's political jokes, bro. Make a good one, I'll laugh. You can make a good one about somebody I like, I'll laugh. If somebody I don't like, I'll laugh. It's good, bro. Ooh. There are a few good Trump comedians in the. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the ones like you don't. It's not the fact like all the ones who don't like him. It's just the fact that like there's just such a level of detachment for some people that they're not making the jokes to make light of a situation. They're just making it out of spite, and it's not a joke at that point. Like the point of a joke should always be humor, because that's a joke. And this is a problem in general with some comedians. Like not only political, but like there are just some comedians who will get up on stage and then just browbeat the audience, and it's just like, what's the joke here? And then when you say that, they're like, oh, like they're like get really sassy with you. It's like you're still not making any jokes. What's the fucking joke? I came here to laugh. That's actually one of the things I said multiple times that I like about the Christopher Titus show. Ooh, is that Christopher Titus's wife, when she gets up on stage, she tells a political joke, but it is to serve actually it's to serve lowering tensions when she tells the political jokes before Christopher Titus comes up on stage. It's to kind of make herself the if it's in a place where that's, you know, likes those kind of jokes, it primes the audience. If it's in a place that doesn't like those kind of jokes, it's to get the audience kind of, you know, to get that out of the it's pretty much either way. It's to get it out of the system of the audience, and it's actually a really good idea. Ooh. Let me make sure I almost messed up. Ooh. But it's also like it's a primer. Ooh, it's a primer because Christopher Titus himself doesn't make those jokes, but it's just kind of be like, oh hey, in case like Christopher Titus does make any like jokes that might not fly with the audience, well here's some jokes that either will really fly or really won't fly. So it's just a primer for that kind of thing in general. What the frick is going on here? Oh, okay, that's a little more difficult. Yeah, a good impression is funny. It just matters how they deliver it. The fucking I absolutely love. I forget the comedian, but it's in Grumpy Old Men, the movie, the mayor of that movie. You guys don't know what the fuck Grumpy Old Men is, but the mayor in that movie, the actor for that, does a wonderful like Christopher Walken impression, and it's just absolutely hilarious. There's a interview with the actor on Bob and Tom where it's just like, okay, interview me, and I'm going to be playing the part of Christopher Walken, and I just need you to know none of Christopher Walken's thoughts have any connection to one another. So just be prepared for that. And so they started off and they go, I'll get to that in a minute. But I just really want to finish this. They started off and they go, so I heard you're in a new movie. Frankenstein never scared me. We hear it's coming out in May. Marsupials do. Who are your co-stars? Because they're fast. It's just like, and he does it all like in a perfect Christopher Walken impression. And I wish I could remember the name of the comedian. And actually, the comedian actually like had met Christopher Walken, and Christopher Walken was like, "You did a very good impression of me." Like he's actually like appreciative of it. Oop. A good impression can go so far because it's just somebody saying goofy fucking things. Comedians. You in the audience, stop being funny, audience member. How do you how about you start being funny pretty much? Ooh. Da-da-da. Oh my god. This has okay, the other fucking Gunpla of this line had this issue, and that is the thigh joint is a little tight, and you have to like plug in the polycap fully, and it's easier to mess this up, and it's easy to mess it up. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. I don't want to glue that, but I might have to glue it. Never a good thing. I forgot to put on this piece, chat. I'm gonna have to deconstruct the legs. Hopefully it's gonna be easy, but I forgot to put the piece right here, which the hell does this piece even do? It's not even visible. No, no, real talk right now. Oh, it's visible right here. I see. Okay. I'll take it apart to put the fucking piece in. Where is my part separator? There it is. Separate it on the back of the calf, which is going to be the least visible spot. There we go. But also going to be the greatest point of leverage for us for what we're doing. And let me take it off camera real quick. Thank you for breaking, model. I'm gonna have to put a background behind me so that doesn't happen when I'm over here. I need to figure out what it's trying to face track behind me, because when it freaks out like that, it means it's trying to like connect with something that's behind me. It's coming apart a lot easier. It's coming apart well, but I'm just really hesitant towards this because anytime you have to take apart a piece apart like this, it could just easily break in your hand. Ooh, I don't know why you're not coming off right now, but it's really not making me happy. I keep having a reoccurring dream where I go to a Gunpla store that doesn't exist, and then when I wake up, I'm like, does that Gunpla store exist? And it doesn't. But I keep having a reoccurring dream where that happens. And I don't know why. And the only reason I'm bringing it up because I had the dream this morning, and I was like, shit, does that Gunpla shop exist? And I was like, no, I've had this dream like... I have this dream every couple of months. It's like, no, that it doesn't exist. Why do I keep having a dream of a Gunpla store that doesn't exist? And it's like, is it like a really good Gunpla store that has like everything I ever wanted? No, it has a good selection though. It's just a Gunpla store with a good selection that's like, you know, a few like dozen miles away from me. Quite the time. It's one of the dumbest fucking dreams that I have, but the dumbest thing is the fact that it's reoccurring. I'll just be like, yeah, this has some nice selection. It has a nice selection, but it never has anything that I actually want to get. And it's not like a tragedy. I'm like, this is a good selection, but nothing here I want. So I guess I'll come back some other time. I keep going back to the same fucking fictional hobby store in my dream to look for Gunpla, and they never have any Gunpla. And I'm like, I'll come back in a few weeks or months. And I keep coming back in a few weeks or months to look for more Gunpla, only for them not to have any Gunpla that I want. Why does this keep happening? It's my dream. Why don't I have like them stock things that I want? Is it just a reflection of reality? It's like I go to stores in real life. This has a good selection. I'm not interested in any of this. Oh my god, like why does this keep happening? How does this keep happening? You think eventually I would have one dream where I'm like, oh my god, they have the one Zaku that I need to finish my collection or whatever. You know, they have like the red TriStar high mobility Zakus, or they have the Stardust Memories, you know, Xeon Remnant Zaku or something. No, never. It's always just, yeah, this has a good selection, but not what I want. What the fuck is wrong with me? What the fuck? Like, not only is that just a boring thing to dream about, but like fucking, you think I'd at least once have something that like I could actually get in the store, but no. I'm cucking myself in my own dreams with Gunpla chat. What does that mean? Does that mean I don't think I'm worthy of good Gunpla? Hmm? What does it mean, chat? Somebody get Freud. Somebody bring Freud back from the dead and tell him and to have him tell me how it means that I want to fuck my mother or something. Uh, that's a really weird one from Freud. Freud kind of does said shit without thinking a lot of times. It feels like in his psychological theories. Ah, yes. People grow attached to their mothers. That's because they want to have sex with their mothers. Do you want to? Do you want to start over with that? Do you think maybe they get attached to their mothers because like they're their mothers and it's just an evolutionary benefit and whatnot? No, they want to have sex with their mothers, bro. How did you even get there? It's like, well, my name's Freud, so like I'm obviously Germanic. Okay, there we go. We're making progress here. Oh god, it means you need to buy a gun IRL. It's not guns though, it's Gunpla. It's Gunpla, it's not guns. I'm not going to a gun store. I wish I was going to gun stores. I wish I was like, oh my god, a legal P90? Oh my god, a legal like machine gun? Oh my god, this is amazing. No, I'm not having cool dreams like that. I'm just going looking at gunpla. I'm looking at boxes of Gunpla going, yeah, that's a nice Gunpla. Well, I don't want it though. So I guess I'll just go home. Then I wake up. It's the lamest shit ever. It's just so fucking stupid. I can't believe that is just a reoccurring fucking subject for dreams. Looking at Gunpla, not buying anything, then fucking leaving. I do enough of that in real life. Why am I doing it in my fucking dreams? 1 minute. I'm having trouble finding a piece. It's B13. Did I already cut off B13? Oh, no, it's at the very end. Can you not break? Stop breaking. You stop doing that right now, mister. I think the problem now is actually it's farther away from me. So now, like where the problem was was at the wrong angle, now it's too far away. I think that's the problem. Okay. Ooh, and then we need to get this out. Ooh. Oh, I'm happy I made a note about that, but it's funny because I was thinking about this already. Uh, that I thought about this today again. But I made a note about it several days ago, so apparently I had this exact same thought already. But in Attack on Titan, one of the funniest fucking moments to me, and by funny I don't mean like a moment that's meant to be funny, I mean just a moment that to me is just hilarious, is when, okay, I don't know how many of you have read Attack on Titan, but there's a place called the Coordinate in Attack on Titan. And what it is a place outside of time and space where all the children of like this nation, all the people of a certain bloodline can kind of access each other's memories in a way, their past memories. And two characters, the main character of Eren and his half brother Zeke, are in this place where they can access all the memories of their people, called the Coordinate. And his brother Zeke says to Eren, "Hey, you've been misled by our father. I'll show you that he brainwashed you to have these horrible thoughts of of bringing ruin to the world and whatnot." And he like goes throughout his childhood, showing him his own childhood, and he's like, "Huh." The microphone I had angled a little. Sorry if that was creating audio problems, but he's like, "Huh. Shit, dad actually was like a good dad to you. He was a terrible dad to me. I thought he was gonna be like what he was to me." Well, you know what? We know he killed all the royal family, so there would have been innocent people among the royal family. So we're just gonna go there because that was definitely a bad thing. He killed innocent people when he did that to get the founding Titan, to get the big magic system of our universe. So they go to that day when Eren's dad kills an entire family of people. And his dad is about to do it. He's about to inject himself with the special goo, bro. That's gonna turn him into a big, scary monster. And he just stops. Actually, no, he's about to cut himself, which will allow him to turn into a big monster. But he just stops and he falls to his knees and he's like, I can't do this. I can't kill people. This is fucked up. What am I doing here? Like, this is bad. And like Zeke is sitting there like, oh shit, wait a minute. But wait, he does kill the royal family. Like, that's happened. So why am I watching something where like that's not happening? And like while he's thinking this, Aaron just walks over to his father, and Aaron has part of his magical abilities effectively has what is known as future sight, and what it is future memories. And what it is he can give memories to people who had his titans in the past. So he uses his ability to talk to his dad in the past and go, "Hey dad, remember when the Marleyans killed your sister by feeding her while she was still alive to their dogs?" And Zeke just goes, "Oh." And his dad turns into a fucking titan and butchers the entire royal family, goes outside back in human form and shouts to the sky, "Are you happy now, son? I did it." And just Aaron is just watching him, but Aaron's powers are still on. His powers of like giving his of the future memory are still on. And so his dad sees his other son, Aaron's half brother Zeke, and goes, "Oh shit, Zeke, is that you? You gotta stop Aaron. He's gonna like kill everyone." And Zeke's like, "What? Oh wait, what's going on right now?" Is this so funny? Is it so funny how the whole premise of like the part of the story is literally the character going, "I'm gonna show you how dad brainwashed and how dad manipulated you into doing terrible things," and then he ends up and it ends up being revealed, no, Aaron actually brainwashed his own father into doing terrible things, and it's just like, oh my god, that's hilarious. So anyway, Zeke then imprisons Aaron in some chains and goes like, "You know what? Screw it. Hey Ymir," which is think like an enslaved god, effectively. He goes, "Hey, sterilize all of the Eldian people," which they are. You know, because that's his plan. He's going to sterilize everyone, and then if everyone's sterilized, they can't make any more Eldians, and then, you know, they can all die out in peace, I guess. And Ymir is a slave to the, even though she's a god, she sees herself as a slave to the royal family. So this guy, he's part of the royal family, just told me to sterilize everyone. I guess I'll go sterilize them. Aaron, however, is like, hold up. No. Rips off his own thumbs to get out of the chain, runs over, grabs Ymir, and just says to her, "You have all the power. You've been a slave for eternity." Because the coordinate has no realm is outside of time and space. So effectively, she's been a slave for an infinitum amount of time. For an infinite amount of time just in the coordinate. And he's just like, "You've been a slave for so long. How about we show these people the power we have? How about we just take revenge on all of humanity, starting with Marley?" And for the first time in the manga, we see the eyes of Ymir, and Ymir is like in the form of a child, and it's just a scared child who's really fucking like sad and depressed and just incredibly pissed. And it's just like, oh my god, he just told a literal child slave who's been a slave not simply for 2,000 years, but for an unquantifiable amount of time in this like in this world between worlds. How about we just take out all of our how about we just have a school shooting, bro? How about we just do that on the entire world? Aaron's a bit fucked up. I just find that really fucking. Ooh. I've always found that just like that whole sequence to be funny because the whole like start of it is just Zeke going, "I'll show you that like you're wrong, Aaron," and then by the end of it, Aaron just has all the power, and it's just like, fuck. Maybe I should have like not waited for him to wake up. Maybe I should have just sterilized everyone and then just not bothered. Because Zeke waited for him to wake up. He was like unconscious in the coordinate plane. But Zeke was like, no, I need to test him. I need to see if like he's on the up and up. It's like, Zeke, you could have like sterilized them, then tested him. Like, oh wait, why am I putting them together? Oh, because I'm kind of done, but I'm supposed to like lay out all the pieces. I'm stupid. But we are almost done, chat. We just need to make the waist. I was getting ahead of myself. I wasn't thinking. I'm so sorry, chat. But all the pieces look pretty good. He has a double knee bend, which is really cool. However, his knees are so chonky that it doesn't really matter. But it's still nice. It's still nice because we get a little bit more than a 90-degree bend. And honestly, without the double knee bend, because how his legs are set up, he probably wouldn't even be able to get a 90-degree bend without it. So it is pretty nice. It is nice that they give us that extra movement. The joints feel tight. It's I think this is like the penultimate Gunpla of the line, or one of the last Gunpla. So you want it to feel tight like this. I'm not sure if... Oh. Let me try to adjust something real quick. Okay. You please go in. No? Okay. Hold up, I'm gonna try to get this piece out because... Oh no, the tip of my blade broke off. Good thing I don't really use it. Okay. Actually, that's good, so that makes it harder for me to stab myself, but there's a bit of a gate fragment that is making it not line up flush, so I'm gonna clean that off. Because I thought it was supposed to sit above, but it's actually not. It's just the gate isn't letting it plug in. So let me get that for you guys. And that is some nice color separation. I forgot to panel line some of these, so I'm gonna have to do that later. We can do that when it's all done. What are we at right now? We're at like 2 hours. That's good time. Na na na, gonna have a good time. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. And then I'm gonna know where these pieces go when they need to be cut off anyway, so I'm just gonna cut them off now. There's no real reason to leave them on the sprue. You leave things on the sprue so you don't get confused. These are just gonna take time to get off anyway, so. But normally I'm not a fan of stickers. However, I'm very much appreciate that not only the fact that, you know, like this high detail Gellahorn symbol that we're about to put on is, like, I understand that it just has to be a sticker, but I appreciate, if I can show you, the fact that there's a recess, you can see it right here, for the sticker that will make it so that you just line the sticker up a lot more easily. And we're gonna put that in now. I just need to find my tweezers. Oh, there they are. Okay, chat. That's a whole paragraph. That's information I should not share on stream right now. That's something I wrote down because I was like, yeah, that's cool to talk about. But then I was like, I'm not gonna talk about that. The problem is, Aerie really lowers inhibitions because she has so low inhibitions, and I very much have like a parrot personality type. So like with Aerie, I'm like, ah, god, my inhibition's a lot lower. The moment I'm not streaming with Aerie, it's like, how about we just don't actually talk about that? Let me. Oh my god, this is actually. I'm gonna need to do this off stream, off camera. There we go. But I'm not gonna say what it is, but I'll probably talk about it later or something. Maybe tomorrow's stream where like in preparation for the collab, I'll have lower inhibitions or something. But one thing I can talk about is how like there's a new Gwenpool coming out, but it's like it's not a reboot of the old Gwenpool, which was a character whose superpower was to pretty much break the fourth wall. Like they could move between the panels of the comic and whatnot. They're literally just bringing back Gwen Stacy and making her like a Deadpool. Um, and if that didn't sound bad enough for you, people are like, no, it's gonna be good. And it's like, okay, well, what's gonna make it good? And it's like, well, it's being written by a writer from the High Republic, and I'm just like, stop right there. I've heard enough. It's gonna be shit. The High Republic? Who the fuck talks about the High Republic, bro? You know what includes the High Republic? Ooh? Oh god, I don't remember what it's called. Chat, what's that really shit Star Wars show that came out last year that even Disney Star Wars fans were like, this is really shit. That's the High Republic. It's the Acolyte. That's literally High Republic era and whatnot. And it's just like, yeah, no. No, you can't be like, oh yeah, we have writing quality of that in our new comic, and it's like, like the High Republic is separate from the Acolyte technically. However, it's what inspired the Acolyte. As I was like, that's your claim to fame. That's how you're gonna sell yourself. The High Republic. Ooh. Wow, that's crazy, bro. Oh my god. The saddest thing is, it seems like there is nothing else they were selling him on, so I guess he only wrote for the High Republic, and I'm like, that's even sadder. Surely you've written for someone else or in some time else. Nah, bro, it's good. It's good, dude. Who needs to write? Oh my goodness. Saw a post chat. I was gonna say one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Well, I'm sure I'll see dumber. I've seen dumber and will see dumber, but there's some person be like, can I sue a beekeeper? And it's like, why do you want to sue a beekeeper? It's like, well, his bees keep stealing my pollen. Excuse you? His bees keep coming over to my property and stealing my pollen, dude. I want to sue him. On what grounds? He's not giving me any of his honey. His bees are like freaking coming over here, taking all my pollen, and this is like, are you a real fucking human being? I have read and still have hundreds of Star Wars books. Haven't read a single one since Disney took over. I mean, fucking why bother? At a certain point, really, just why fucking bother with the Disney stories? Fucking, I love how people like they're gonna bring Mary. That's almost said fucking Mary Jane. They both have red hair. It's fine. Mara Jade. They're gonna bring Mara Jade into like Star Wars. It's like, and everyone's just like pointing out, it's like, no, they're not. And it's just like, well, no, they're gonna bring in a character named Mara Jade. Exactly. It's gonna be like the Mandalorians. It's going to be such a butchering of the characters. I'm still in America skin. I don't care. It's gonna be such a butchering of the original understanding that it's going to be unrecognizable. Okay. Like, there is nothing you can look at the Mandalorians from, like, the Clone Wars or Disney and go, like, yeah, those look like Mandalorians. No, they're holding, like, they're just in the skin suits of Mandalorians, and there's nothing drawing them to the old material. It's a bastardization. And with Mara Jade, her whole thing is, like, the hand of the Emperor during the, like, ooh, that's tight. During the rebellion, and then becoming Luke's wife afterwards, and like their loving relationship, and that's actually really important towards like Luke's development and whatnot. But like, you can't have that because Luke already has had his story, and you made him a fucking hermit, a bitter old hermit who's detached from the fucking concerns of the galaxy because of his own self-pity. Fucking brilliant writing there. Brilliant writing there, Ryan Johnson, by the way. Just absolutely fucking brilliant. Take the hope of the fucking galaxy and make him a fucking make him a goddamn self-loathing hermit. Fucking brilliant. I'm being subversive. Oh my god. That actually happens in Monsanto sues farmers whose crops. Oh my god. Fucking yeah, they do that. I do know that they sue like for cross pollination, which you can't fucking control. That's equally fucking stupid. Cause it's like, oh no, a bee fucking went over to your farm, and you know, like how the fuck do you control that shit? This is so fucking stupid. But this is just like about somebody like at a home or whatever. They don't have like an army of lawyers to be like assholes. This is just some fucking just Karen. But luckily they don't have. They would never actually have the ability to sue somebody in this regard, unlike fucking Monsanto. Oh no, they don't have like their crop cross-pollinated with our monoculture. That's fucking like carcinogenic. How dare they take our trade secrets? So fucking stupid. Monsanto's trash. Star Wars needs to go on a hiatus for like, yeah. I don't know if 10 years, but like they need to refine their center is a real big thing, but Disney has been desperate to recoup their losses on the purchasing of it, and they just haven't. People are like, oh no, like the movies have made this much. It's like the movies have made this much, but the movies have also cost this much. Like they're not actually like making anything back in the like overall. Like it's just they're just losing. Ooh. And I don't know why they're so attached to keeping Kathleen Kennedy. Like, how are you dumber than Microsoft? Like, even Microsoft understood that what is it? Bonnie Ross was just fucking poison for Halo. If Microsoft is smart enough to get rid of fucking Bonnie Ross, like, what is your excuse? Okay, they gave her a golden parachute, but like, make no mistake, they got rid of Bonnie Ross for Halo. If Microsoft is smarter than you're messing up like somewhere massive, dude. Absolutely, just absolutely irreconcilably stupid ass behavior. And then we have the oh thank God. I say oh thank God because chat, you see this right here? Well, maybe this is either going to make it or break it, but I think this is actually going to be more secure than the Vidars. The Vidar's skirts are horrendously insecure. Okay, I thought it was a longer piece, but the problem with the Vidar is the fact that the geometry of the model pushes out the skirts because the skirts are so long. And actually, the same thing happens in the Barbatos Lupus, because it also has like long side skirts. I'm hoping this one doesn't have that problem, and holy shit, it's also really fucking tight. I might actually have to loosen it. Oh my god. I might have to loosen this. Holy shit. I just tried to plug it in and it bent the polycap. Okay, that one went in easy. Okay, so let's see if this one will go in. I'm probably gonna have to fix the polycap because it got damaged by the other one because the hole was too. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some work here. I'm just trying to think, just like, what even is the identity of the Mandalorians in canon, in Disney canon? What even are they? Because in in the expanded universe, I would never intentionally say Legends. In the expanded universe, the Mandalorians have like they actually even explain like how do you have a fully warrior culture, and like what it is like, well, not everyone's like fighting 24/7 because that would be stupid. What you have is it's more that everyone in the culture can take up arms at any moment. So like if the Mandalorians ever wanted to, Yeah, they could pretty much recruit every non-essential personnel in their society to go on a good old like war against the entire Republic and whole galaxy. They could do that, but they don't want to. Like it's pretty much they have a fully militant populace is what they have, but the most of their population are just doing normal work. You know, like you or I are doing. They're just kind of just normal people, but they have a culture where they all take pride and like they all have their own guns, they all have their own armor, they're all taking pride in that shit and whatnot. Whoop. Fuck. And like they flush it out while in ooh, while in like the Clone Wars they make it so that like they're actually ashamed of like any concept of being a warrior. But then in Dave Filoni like 2.0 in like The Mandalorian, they actually reduce them back to being purely a warrior culture and just takes there's like no nuance to the fucking Mandalorians. And it's just like so stupid. It's just so insane. I don't even know if they're making them girl power. I remember the fucking God, there was like something really oh my fucking god. Oh my fuck! I do remember how it's just like, oh hey, when the Mando tried to give the dark saber to what's her name, and it's like, no, I can't take the dark saber because it wouldn't mean anything because he'd be giving it to me, and then it's just like, but then she like beats her second in command who tries to like coup her, and then by beating her second in command, it's okay now that she can take the dark saber from the Mando, even though that's not who she fucking beat in battle, so it shouldn't have any fucking like meaning. It's just so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. It's a bad time. And Jesus Christ. It's still the dumbest. Like, making the Mandalorians the, like, head, like, the leaders of, like, a neutral faction during the Clone Wars is neat. Making them pacifists is just like, why? That seems like it was designed just to be an insult to the fans of Mandalorians. Like, I can't interpret that any other way. A piece fell. Oh, there it is. Like, why would you do that? Why would you take one of the most flushed out warrior cultures and do that? You know? That's like imagine if they made a new Star Trek show and then they introduced the Klingons and the Klingons are all a bunch of pacifists and they're like, "Yeah, we're ashamed of the fact that we were ever had a warrior culture." You'd be like, "What the fuck? What? Fucking what?" Like, why would you do that? And then you had like, oh, but they have the Death Watch, and it's like, yeah, the Death Watch, and what they do? Oh, well, they have like the legacy of the Dark Saber, which was like a fucking jet. Like the first Mandalore is now like a Jedi. Who fucking said that was a good idea? Who the fuck said it was a good idea to make the first ever Mandalore in fucking Star Wars canon a fucking Jedi? Like, how fucking brain dead are you? You take the fucking faction that is like the most prominent anti-Jedi, non-force using faction, and then you make them like their whole fucking legacy tied to the fucking Jedi as a like what the fuck what are you doing? What are you actually fucking doing? It's like you completely fucking missed the point of this entire civilization. That a civilization that feeds off of conflict is inherently antithetical to the Jedi and therefore would always find conflict with the Jedi. Like, how do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? Because you don't understand the fucking Mandalorians, Dave. You never fucking understood the Mandalorians. And the fact that you are the head writer for the Mandalorian people in Star Wars canon now is one of the greatest fucking mistakes of Disney Star Wars. And that's saying a lot because they fucking let Rian Johnson make a fucking movie. They gave the sort of Mando girl from Ahsoka force powers. Yes, she has like pseudo. Oh no, fuck, wait, fuck. I thought I was you talking about the fact that like she was as good with a lightsaber. No, they fucking gave her force powers. You're fucking right. They gave Sabine fucking force powers. I'm sorry for cursing so much, but this is all just so freaking stupid. Because everyone has to have force powers. you know, this is my OC character, do not steal Ahsoka Tano. Here is my other OC character, Sabine Wren, do not steal. She is a Mandalorian who has force powers. Fuck, bro. Like, do you just not understand, like, Mandalorians at all? No, you don't. You just... You just don't fucking get it. You just don't get it, Dave. And I just don't understand how you ever got so big in, like, Star Wars. It's all so fucking stupid. Like, by the end of it, you're gonna have like a bunch of like you're gonna have like Mandalorians being their own force using faction by the end of this shit. That like Baby Yoda's gonna like teach them how to tap into the force and the latent force. It's gonna be awful. It's just I don't know how they fucking do it. I'm looking to see what piece I'm missing, and I just don't see it. Oh wait. Okay, I see my mistake. I was cutting off pieces and not double checking things. Usually I don't rant like that, but like fucking when it comes down to Star Wars, it's just I really love Star Wars, and the Mandalorian people are one of my favorite like warrior cultures in all of fiction because it was made gradually, but at the same time like you can see like how it's made throughout time and how there's different like this it just has it the Mandalorian culture in Star Wars is probably more flushed out than any singular culture in all of Star Wars, and that's including the Republic. Like the Republic, which has existed for like 10,000 years or some shit like that, is not as flushed out as the Mandalorians because the Mandalorians are in like every time period doing something at some point in time, and there's always reason to like look into their culture and see like how what they're doing. It's just such a fascinating people. Ooh. It's all just gimmick now. They're murdering most of the popular IP. Yeah, is this? It is insane how you could do that to the Mandalorian people. But honestly to God, it is remarkable how they undid how they. It really is after the fact. Like they didn't undo the hero's journey because technically you can't. Well, they nullified the hero's journey of the original trilogy. That is possibly the most impressive thing that they did. Is that Rian Johnson in his mission to be subversive managed to fucking like nullify the whole hero's journey of the first fucking film. And he did nullify it because a key part of the hero's journey is at the end you come back to civilization and you teach your lessons. Luke had all of his students killed had all of his students killed and gave up, so there was no lessons to be taught. They literally took the end of Luke's story as the hero's journey and they invalidated it, therefore destroying the hero's journey overall. Because if you have no end to the hero's journey, then you don't fucking complete the hero's journey. They undid the ending. Like, it's so fucked up. Like, it is just profound how they just didn't have any oversight. This is a lot of notes. Oh my god. Let's move on to a different topic though, because I try not to talk about Star Wars offside of Star Wars streams. I find it funny how early in this week though, this is gonna be like a fucking hard fucking turn. But that's usually how my topics go. I don't have good lead-ins. But like people are like, oh my god, Marvel Rivals like fired all of their developers and whatnot and da 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 da. And like I was looking at this and I was like, that's interesting. Like you say that. I was like, that's a bit weird that they're just like fire all of their developers. And I like looked into it and immediately found out It was a satellite. It was a outsourcing company. It was an outsourcing developer company, which like all major developers use nowadays. What they did is they just nullified their contract that they had with that company because they were no longer needed now that the game was released. It was literally a company that is brought on before the end of a game's development. So like at the end of a game's development and prior to release to spot check, make sure everything is good for release. And now that release is done, they're several months into the game, you naturally fire these people because they have no purpose in the fucking maintaining of the game anymore. And people and like and pretty much the guy was just like, "Oh, they fired us and all this shit." It's like, well, like that's literally your job. What do you mean they fired you? Your job is quite literally to help get a game out the door, and then you're done. Okay, you are a literal outsourcing. It's the same thing that like 343 and whatnot does, and it's just you get them out the door. You're just like, do you feel entitled to like keep on working on this forever now that it's successful? Like it's so stupid. But that's why you always need to check stories. That's why you always have to check stories because this the media was running with it as just, oh hey, Marvel Rivals fired everyone. How terrible, how bad of them. And it's just like, no. No, they just stopped the contract they had with a with a group that was always meant to be a temporary development studio for to help them like get things out the door. And let's get the stickers on because we have more stickers to put on. I do find it kind of funny how calm these streams are compared to the collab. The collab was so high energy, but this is so calm. Ooh. These stickers are so damn adhesive too. Okay. I hate doing this off camera, but sometimes you just need to. Okay, there's one. I didn't put the sticker on perfectly. I hope you can forgive me for that. It's a little askew. Oop. And let's get the other sticker on. So, what did I see? I'm holding the sticker upside down. What's the scariest member of FaZe Connect? 10 was the loudest, but I don't know if she's actually the scariest. She's just loud. Ooh. You know, like a chihuahua. They yip and whatnot, but you know, like, is the bite actually that bad? I don't know. I don't think it's actually Tenma. I think Tenma might not be qualified. Ooh. It's gonna be one of the quiet ones. The quiet ones are always the scariest. Okay, that's done now. Now let's check here. I've fucking talked about that so many times. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to talk about WhimzieCat real quick. And I'm going to talk about why men don't like WhimzieCat in a way that could be articulated to women so that they might understand why when men see WhimzieCat, they are so consistently off-put by him. Because I feel like this is something I keep seeing all the time of just like men just disliking WhimzieCat on like an instinctual level and women just being like, just thinking he's the most sweet, innocent thing in the world. And this has been something that's been on my mind for a while. And how I'd kind of first describe it, it's like when for girls, because I mean this is kind of it's if you're trying to describe to like a girl why guys often don't like Joe Cat, the first description I'd go with is it's like that one girl you know who that you just that hangs out with the boys. You have no evidence of anything about them, but it's just that their behavior and their actions send off red flags for you. And if you ever had a guy friend, you know, who interacted with this girl, you would pull them aside and say, I don't trust this person. You should be careful around them. That's the first thing. However, it's just like, why do guys have that reaction to Joe Cat so much? Why do guys have the reaction to Joe Cat that like I don't like trust him? And it's like, is it because he's a femboy? No, there's plenty of femboys online. There's plenty of femboy VTubers, and it's the fact that how I would put it is there's an inherent insincerity to it. Is that it doesn't feel like he is simply an over-the-top tom girl, which is what a tom girl is, just being the inverse of tomboy, which is all a. I mean, oh wait, I don't have the nails. Which is all a femboy is. It feels performative. It feels insincere, and that just is a red flag of just like why, why, like what is going on here? Like what is he gaining from this? Ooh, like it just doesn't feel honest, and I can't explain why, but just like how he behaves sends off like warning signs. And I want to figure out a way to explain it. So like because a lot of guys will be like, I don't like Joe Cat. And a lot of girls will be like, I don't get it, why not? That's nice. Okay, so it does like tuck in at the very end. How the hell am I supposed to get this out when it's in? I have no idea, chat. Genuinely, I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to get this out now. It's like fully in there. How do I get it out? Ooh. Like I've just been thinking about that. Just like how do you communicate that? And it's just like an instinctual thing. It's just like there's an inherent insincerity to his behavior. Ooh. Is like the best I can say. And like I'm sure there's people it's kind of, I think it's kind of like dev SFO where the person relies on the fact that you don't really keep track of them. So you can't really say like what they've done bad. You just know that they've done bad things and you don't like it. Ooh, like Joe Cat is very much though one of those people that I think any guy, if they found out he had done something bad, like literally anything, whether something minor or something massively horrible, the reaction would be the same, and it would just be like, "I'm not surprised," and that's kind of like the biggest like red flag I can give for Joe Cat is the fact that he just doesn't seem like it would be surprising if he had done something awful. Like it's really hard to describe. Is the problem though? Ooh. Is this something that you just feel? Oh, okay. But it's just like there's some people like that you just have an instinctual thing about, and it's just hard to explain. I think I might have no, I didn't mess up. I hope I didn't mess up. I'm just trying to think of a way to explain that though. The best communicate it. That's weird. This is supposed to be like looking like this, invisible as hell, because this is the handle to this. That is odd. Okay. Oh, I can probably put this. Oh, I can probably put the spikes in there. I'd probably want to put the spikes in there instead. Can I put? No. I can't put the spikes in there, so what go in here in the little holes? Hmm. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is technically political, but this is so stupid, I have to talk about it. And it's so stupid, I don't know if you're gonna believe me when I say it, but I saw... Chat. I saw... Oh, okay. A CBS reporter literally say that... I still can't believe I saw this. Say that the Holocaust was caused by freedom of speech. You know, Hitler was using freedom of speech, and that's what allowed him to do the Holocaust. And it's just like, the fuck did you just say? Like, how did what? What? No. Like Jesus fucking Christ. It's like I'm pretty sure book burning is not a sign of freedom of speech. I'm pretty sure it's usually indicative of like the opposite. Like Jesus Christ, I don't know why they said that, but like Jesus Christ. Freedom of speech is responsible for the Holocaust. What the fuck? You said that on national television. What? You're literally a news agency. Isn't like freedom of speech how you keep? Oh wait, no. You don't want freedom of speech because then that lets other people talk, and then you have competition from citizen journalists. How could I forget? Oh my god. Who says these things? How do you say these things? Do they know what they're saying? I don't know. Fucking insane, dude. Absolutely insane, some of the shit that people will say. But, and not insane in a fun way, just insane in it as like, how could you even think to say that? But knee drill. I want to see something real quick, chat, if you'll humor me. I really want to see if... Okay, so the drill can fit in the knee. And some of the R was wondering... Well, actually, technically no, because the vernier... I suppose, like, the vernier being projected out like that, I guess it wouldn't. It would just have to go around the drill, but it would fit in the leg. That's neato. Okay, let us finish this up. It has, like, the back arms like the Barbatos, but honestly, I like it a lot more than the Barbatoses. The Barbatoses kind of feel a little pointless, to be honest. Like, the Barbatos ones are supposed to, like, be able to give it its weapons, but it doesn't really do much, like, in combat or posing, so it just kind of feels like a pointless gimmick. While these ones are actually, like, meant for battle, that they are part of the battle technique, whether they are providing, like, literally shields that are moving around or another angle of attack for dueling. It's a lot cleaner. Doo-doo-doo. And... Okay. So... This should be facing outwards. And this is the same either way. So we put this here. I really should collab more because I love collabing. One of the biggest problems I've had is the fact that I've just been nervous during collabs. And I think I've hopefully finally broken that with my most recent collabs. But only time will tell. I've just been so damn nervous every time for some reason. Da-da-da-da. And then this goes here. This goes here. Okay. And then this goes here. And this goes here. There we go. Okay, we're cooking. And then... Okay. And I think that's everything, and I think we can start assembly now, chat. Or final assembly, I should say. Okay. I really should timestamp these, considering it wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world. Can I fit everything on camera? That is the question to be had right now. It looks like I'm going to have to move the camera back and up a little. But it's going to look a little awkward on camera, but I'm going to try to get everything there. There we go. And... okay, we're going to have to move a little more up. Oh no, the edge of the desk. Oh no, the terror, the horror. You might have seen my knees, chat, for free. Oh, how could I ever recover? Okay. Oh, you know what I haven't built? I haven't built the hands. Maybe we should build those, chat. You think he should have hands? I think he should have hands. I think that would be a good idea. That way he can hold stuff, chat. Like his sweet, sweet wife. And he can have a nice, loving relationship. And, oh, go to, like, Gundam prom with his, like, Gundam girlfriend. They can get married and all that. It'll be real beautiful. Make your, like, tears water up. Eyes water up with tears, you know? No, make your tears water up with eyes, actually. That's how emotional it'll be, chat. It'll be so emotional. It'll be so beautiful. Ooh. Chat. Where the fuck is the head? Oh, the irony of the Doulahan losing a head. Oh, it is not lost on me. There's the head, and let us get the hands. It looks really cool. Oh, god. It looks really fucking cool. There is the front of one hand. Let's cut this out. Ooh. Out the box, or like freshly built, it's definitely the most satisfying so far, though we've not done final assembly yet. But fresh, it is the most satisfying to build. Question is, will it still be the most satisfying once everything is together? Because, really, I'd say probably around, like, the end of the Gunpla line, which this is like one of the last. I think this might be the penultimate. I think the ball is the last. You are the 35. I actually bought a ball recently because go with this guy. Hold up. My model's gonna break while I look for this. You are 36. So like though I think the ball is the last one. Maybe the I'd be surprised if the Lupus Rex was the last one. But ooh, though it did appear later, so it might be. But these are like some of the last ones of the line. And usually that just means that they have like some of the cleanest construction because these are the ones that they want to like look the best. These are the finales for both the designers and the anime itself. So let's hope this guy lives up to the hype. That's why the RX-78 is so damn good in Gundam The Origin. The Gunpla, that is. Because it has to be good because it's the culmination. It is the peak fucking form. It is the last thing we get. Ooh. And you want to leave them wanting more. You want to leave them with a good flavor in their mouth, if you will. Okay, let me see here. Yes, and I actually cut that off wrong, like a doofus. Okay. So it looks like there's a little bit more. What time are we at? might be able to do some panel lining. We need to do some drip feed panel lining, and we need to do some. That's the wrong thing. And we need to do some. Can I get this in, please? There we go. And some painting panel lining. And what? Is this loose? No fucking way. It's loose. The hand, the back of the hand is loose. I've never encountered that before. Maybe I've put on the wrong back of the hand. Let me try to exchange these pieces real quick. Maybe it's not loose. Maybe I just used the wrong back of the hand. Let me test this theory, chat. Okay. Be crazy if like it is that though, that they are so specially made for each other. Yeah. It's a lot tighter now. Wow. Okay then. That's surprising. And then one of the biggest things that I will have to say is one problem I have in streaming is the fact that I'm always like sitting up ramrod straight, and that's just not good for my psychology, and I need to learn how to like relax and sit back a little more. But then this happens to the model when I do that. So like I need to find a better camera angle and better position overall. Because part of the reason I was so like fluid and a lot more casual in the Airy collab is because I was just allowed to sit back and relax and kind of just, you know, be good. But this happens to the model when I do that. So, ooh, I need to work on that myself. I need to work on the camera angle off stream. But that's for off stream. Let's build this dude. That's a nice sure joint. There we go. I didn't put a ball on this. I need to put a ball on his waist, chat. Right, because I thought I was done with the polycaps. I moved them. Here they are. I thought I was finished with you. Now it looks like he has a non-fitted ball. This is something that all of them have. But not that hard of a fix because you can make a fitted joint. You just have to put in some thicker sprue glue, but I'd have to deconstruct the waist is the problem. Because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole down there that connects it to. Holy shit, this is tight. That's what she said. But there's a hole down there that connects it to. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, wait a minute. That connects it to the waist, and is this the wrong fucking sphere? I can't. I guess this is the wrong fucking. I cut off the wrong ball. Okay. We sterilized him the wrong way. No, they're both 4. And they're both the only ones to be put on. Okay. I guess it's just supposed to be that tight. But normally the problem is that it's too loose is what I was going to say. That it's not a fitted ball. It's not a fitted joint. It's just a tube. But fuck. Normally the problem is the exact opposite of what we just had. It has a pretty solid chest. Not chest, torso connection. The one problem though is when you put it on, you have to apply so much downward force you can actually loosen the connection in the chest. So I'm gonna have to check that later. It feels like it wasn't loosened, luckily. But that's what happened with the Vidar, and that's why the Vidar's chest was loosened, because when we put him on, literally putting him together loosened his fucking chest. Okay, there we go. Look, you look a little ballerina. His legs actually kind of have an unusual effect for a. Oh no! The fucking iron-blooded orphan kits are so fucking persnickety. Okay, I literally need to take this off and plug this in. There we go. Jesus Christ. And I'm going to have to double check this one too. So, balls. Yes. I got balls, chat. You want to see my balls? I don't know what the box of balls are. I actually do have two models that are, and they're just called balls because that's what Gundam decided to call their ball mechs. But I don't know where my ball. Chat, I have lost my balls. I have a collab with a woman and my balls are gone. Oh, the humanity! But is that not just life in and of itself? That's art mimicking life, chat. Yeah, typically Gundams have such long legs that they're but this guy has more thick legs than anything. Ooh. And he has thumbs up. He can go hitchhiking, chat. It's cool. Okay, and then we can put you in. And we can put, where the fuck is it? We can put you in. Then we can put you on. Oh my god, the head's tight. I was so terrified because the Vidar's head is loose, and that is not. That's just something I'm gonna have to like figure out. Let's see here, and then Jesus Christ, it's just so because the other builds in the Iron-Blooded Orphan line are not nearly as sturdy. Every time you plug something in, like you are trying to hold it in like the safest way imaginable, but this guy can actually take the abuse, which is just weird because you're still being super careful. But there he effectively is. Ooh. Looks like, I wonder if he's gonna have the same issue as the Vidar. No, he doesn't. The Vidar has the issue where he can only stand at akimbo. This guy is gonna have a bit of an issue. He's a space mech, so I don't mind too much if he can't stand on his own 2 feet too well. But like the Vidar can only stand at like ease. He can never stand with his legs directly below him. Ooh. But if I put this in here, come on, I want to make him look like Samurai Jack. Let me let him hold this. Damn it. Okay, I guess he has to hold the sword in here. I wanted it to be the angled hand. I prefer angled hands for, if I can, for like weapons, because then you can get like you can get them doing like a fucking extension. It's nice. But this is the Gundam Kimaris Vidar, and this is easily my favorite of the line so far. I'll get the other Kimarises in a second, but just so I don't lose the hand, I'm gonna put it in here preemptively. There we go. This is the Kimaris Vidar. Let's see how like useful. Ooh, that broke off a little. That's not a fitted joint, so you might want to make that into a fitted joint if you just use some like normal, not thinned, but like normal plastic cement, and you pretty much fill it in, you put in the ball, you like roll it around in there, then you take it out, and then once you put it back in, and then like it'll be in the mold of the ball, and then it'll dry out, and then you can put the ball back in. If you leave the ball in, it's just going to fuse the plastic together. We can have nice, like, over-the-shoulder fucking, technically, shoulder cannons, because these shoot out, like, fucking spears. Ooh. But, I'm sure it'd be finicky, but actually it doesn't feel like it'd be that finicky. Hold on. Yeah, you could, actually, because this one would be more in a defensive position, let me, correct for that. Yeah, you could have like one defending his cockpit while the other one is kind of like priming to follow up the strike from his sword. That's pretty nice. That's a pretty cool build. Balls! Don't worry about the balls, bro. We're not on the balls anymore. We're not on the balls anymore, dude. We're not. This is not an airy stream right now. Oh my god. Ooh. Now, the ball joint is a little weak on this one on this arm in particular, so that's going to vary just with your mold though. You might get ones where both are weak, where one is weak and the other one is strong. I can't really tell you how that's going to end up. But let's get this back into position. Okay, then put you here, here, and here. Ah! Okay. It should have been. I don't know why they don't bother making these. I guess it's just a little beyond them at this point, but it's a beautiful fucking build. Let me get out the other Kimarises. So the Kimaris proper is right here. So here he is next to the Kimaris proper. I don't really want to take the Kimaris proper off of its runner. So it looks actually pretty good next to it. And actually the Kimaris proper looks very nice in its flight pose. The Kimaris proper, I don't think had angled wrists. Or at least I didn't have one, which is a little weird now that I think about it. I thought it had an angled wrist, but maybe I just missed it in the build. So I'm not going to say it doesn't have one. But the big advantage of this guy having an angled wrist is it's going to be a lot easier to have him hold his big ass spear in a more dynamic fashion. Not to say that this guy don't look, not to say the Kimaris doesn't look cool though. Looks nice as hell. And I think it was a really good choice to have the Kimaris, which is for the pilot's character arc stage where he's a lot more innocent, to use, you know, the baby blue and the baby pink to kind of, unintentionally at the time, but kind of like symbolize, you know, the more innocent nature of the character, or naive pretty much, while using the darker tones of the purple and the normal Gundam blue, kind of like laying to the more cynicism of it. I think that's a nice touch. Ooh. And also makes them like stand out against each other a lot better. Because you can still see that they're still developed from the same line. Let me get this guy off screen and get the Kimaris on. And there, sorry, this is the Vidar. And here's the Vidar. And I think it was a good choice using the, it's very brief, but I think I might go back and go over the blue with purple. Because I think that'll help tie him in with this guy a lot better. But we've pretty much have it all done. We have a little bit of panel lining on the feet because we missed, but we got most of the panel lining out of the way. This is easily my favorite of the build. I don't know how it's gonna hold up, but it is a space boy, so I'm gonna have to put him on a stand and see how he looks. But he being a space boy also means I get to make his feet just be like little claws. There's like, I like how his feet become claws because there's like no real like purpose to it. Like the Kimaris feet becoming claws is like it gets out of the way for when its feet open up, and there's thrusters. Hold up. Like its feet open up and there's thrusters. I hope, yeah, you can see it right there underneath. It gets out of the way of those thrusters. This guy, the thrusters are already pointing at like an angle away from the feet already. It's just a pure style choice. He's just doing it to look cool. He knows he looks cool, and he's gonna style on you. Ooh, how far can your, ooh, that is a good lookup for this dude. That's it. That's actually, I think, a better lookup than, yeah, that's a better lookup than the standard Kimaris. Let me show you. So the standard Kimaris, this is the maximum he can look up. It's not terrible, but it's pretty much like, it's not the best. Well, this, he can actually, like, it's not great. It's not like amazing here, but like it's just that little bit more. And I think also the horn kind of makes it so you just think that he's looking up more regardless. But he looks up just like, it's only like a degree or two more, but that degree or two more goes a long way. I like how if you have his shields back, it can make them look like verniers, even though they're not. But that just gives more like freedom to like how you display him. Let me just get these a little out of the way. They hold together a lot better than the Barbatos's arms do. I will say that. He's a little bit limited by his own construction, but not as much as you'd think. As you can see, you can spread that like pretty far. Meaning, if you want to do like a more dynamic pose where maybe he's like, I don't know, like either maybe taking a back, like going back, like kind of retreating or something. So if you have him fighting the ball or something, you can do dynamic poses with him. Ooh. He doesn't have the cumbersome. Let me just put these down so it can function as a quad. He doesn't have the cumbersome shoulder pads of the Kimaris, which, as we discovered, actually hold back the posability of the Kimaris a little bit and make actually posing him a bit of a pain in the ass. So there's that. He has that advantage over the Kimaris. His overall construction feels right now a lot more solid than the Vidar. It's a good build. It's a good build. I actually want to take him next to the Vidar, and yeah, they're about the same height. They are just the same height. I want to see if there's any height difference. If he felt a little small, but I think that's just because I think what it is because, well, I don't really know what it is. He actually has the same feet job as the Vidar, so I'm not really sure why he feels smaller. His head is smaller, but that should be making him look bigger. I'm not really sure why. He feels smaller in the hand, but he's a normal size. You can put the most spiteful weapon I've ever seen on a Gundam, and that is just a knee screw. So you can literally just have him just knee into the cockpits of other mecha, which is just intense as hell. Like, let me get his knee bent. Just like, he can just go in and just, again, as I said, he can go in under the armor. Like, that's the whole point of this. Like, as you can see here, he can just go under, he can go in between and under the armor. And that is the most spiteful fucking thing I've ever seen, but also kind of brilliant. And it's also ironic because spoilers real quick, but when the Kimaris Vidar beats the we're not going to put that back on right now. That's probably going to be the one weak side of this thing. Ooh, but those are going to be those are going to be a lot more fixable than say the issues of the Vidar, because as I said, you can just there's ways to thicken out this into like a joint, into like a fitted. There's ways to make this into a fitted joint. But in the final battle with the ball, the knee screw actually gets broken off, and he actually grabs the knee screw, which I want to see if he can do. Not really. Let me see if I can like jerry rig it real quick. You can kind of make him hold it, so I think you could like have him hold it like this, maybe. Not really. You could probably at least you could recreate the shot, but we're gonna use you as an example. He's fighting the ball, and his knee is actually broken off, and he actually like jams it into the top of the fucking cockpit, which is just so funny because like the whole point of it is as a screw, so it can spin around, therefore like going through the armor, and it goes underneath the armor, therefore like it bypasses the armor by going underneath it. But then it just gets but the battle just gets so intense that it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stab you through your cockpit, like from the top, from the thickest armor. I'm just gonna stab you. It's a pretty good fight, but it is a beautiful mech. It is my favorite. Ooh, the screw almost tried to get away. Right now, easily my favorite Iron-Blooded Orphans build that I have done. I haven't done that many, but it's easily my favorite right now. I would say that it would be a nice one to check out. And I'm sorry, I'm just a little distracted by these. I don't know what these are for. There's like little pegs right here. I don't really know what the purpose is. But it is definitely a late in the line build where they have learned the lessons from the earlier builds, where it doesn't. I feel like the best thing I can say about it right now is I've said repeatedly with Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, from the Kimaris to the Vidar to the Barbatos, that they are transitional kits. And what that means is that they are kits that are in between the point in Gundam where they were starting to phase out polycaps. So there's a lot of points that would normally have polycaps on it that don't have polycaps, or maybe have less polycaps than they would have in the past. And there's certain molding techniques that are a little outdated, and you can really feel that like it's an in between. You can feel when this was made, you know, in a very specific time window. And that's true for a lot of iron-blooded orphan kits, is that there's a very transitional feel to them. And though I can see that there is still by like the quantity of polycaps and other things, there's still very much a transitional element to this guy. I don't think I've mentioned it while building it once, because it doesn't really come up. It's not really apparent. It's not really like this big thing. It's more just a matter of fact at most. And it's not so, it doesn't feel like it's anything that would be holding it back. It's not, again, it's not like with the Vidar or the Kimaris, which is ironic because this is the Kimaris Vidar, where the advancements are either so early on that they're kind of just glaring for like where you know they're going to be improved upon, or the advancements are reminding you of like the older elements of the kit and the difference there of like how you are dealing with a chimera, historically speaking, of a transitional form. You don't get that feel really. I did not get that feel really at all with this guy. He is, even though he's still a transitional form technically in some elements, there's so much that went into him that he feels like his own thing. I mean, the head alone is made up. I mean, okay. This one's head is made up by like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 pieces make up this guy's head. Make up the Kimaris' head. He had 5 pieces if you include this back thing right here. So you have the V-fin, the faceplate, the headpiece is 2 pieces, and then you have the back of this thing, this little flag. It's not a flag. It's actually, I think it's just a camera. I just haven't put in the sticker, but I think that's supposed to be a camera. Ooh. And this guy has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think maybe 5 again. He has 1 for the head crest, 1 for the V-fin, 1 for the faceplate, and 2 for the sides of the head. Kind of similar to what we had before, you know, where he had the front and back, he has the sides of the head. This guy went a whole 9 yards. Now, firstly, this guy, they really cared about color separation. Sure, we have a lot of stickers still. We still have to put on the stickers for the elbows. I have to do that. I might just paint them in all honesty. But I think the paint's not going to match, so I think I am going to use the stickers. But, I mean, they went out of their way to put in as much color separation as possible just with these knees. On the Barbatos, these would have been stickers. Like, that's not me saying that. There's decals like this on the Barbatos, and they are stickers. This is built-in color separation. They really cared about this, and for its headpiece, the crest is 2 pieces. The V-fin is 1 piece. The faceplate has a faceplate over it, and then the face has an then the face. So wait. So 2 pieces for the crest, 2 pieces for the faceplate, 1 piece for the V-fin, and 4 pieces for the sides of the head. Like we have already exceeded. We have already, I think, we are at 9. We were at 5, and with just going to here with the yellow here being color separated, that adds more pieces. We're already at 9, and then with the top, and we haven't gotten to the top of the head, the dome, the chrome dome, which is an additional piece. I think that's 1 piece. So there's fucking 10 pieces, I think, making up this head alone, which is double what I think the Kimaris and the Vidar have. Like, just to put into like perspective of how much work went into this in the design level, of how much they cared about making this guy look the way he does. Like, he has, again, twice as many pieces in the head as the Kimaris and Vidar, I believe, have. We can actually check this right now. I'm going to look at the Kimaris' instructions, because I got that out earlier by accident. I might have re-lost, though. But at most, the Kimaris has like 6 pieces in its head. Let me see here. No, it looks like it just has a faceplate. Sometimes the faceplate will be separate from the other pieces, but it just has a faceplate. Yeah, so maybe there's another piece underneath, but the Kimaris has at most like 6 pieces. And I would say the same thing for the Vidar. They have 5 to 6 pieces making up the head. And it just goes to show the level of this attention. I mean, another piece of attention is the fact that there's color separation in the shoulder here built in. You know, these are separate pieces. We had to use stickers to get this color separation. And the Kimaris is a pretty good build overall. Sorry, the Vidar is a pretty good build overall. He has problems. He can be a bit of a hand grenade at times. But it just goes to show how much this build mogs on the builds that came before it. How this is the culmination of the line in many ways. So I'm actually gonna rate it low so that way it can rise up, but like a preliminary like rating for it right now is definitely good. And I only rate it as good instead of great simply for the fact that the other iron-blooded orphan kits over time have like show their issues with time. Like the Vidar, originally I was like, it's a good build, it's a 7 out of 10. It's a 4 out of 10 right now because of all of the problems I've had with it. The Kimaris, I was like, it's above average, and then I kind of like thought about it, like it's a 6 out of 10. Thought about it, it's more like just a 5 out of 10. It's average. It could do more than it does. It just kind of does what it does, and that's it. Like it has, like it's gonna look good in a flying pose, which is really all you're gonna use it for. But at the same time, like you'd want that greater versatility. This guy, he's going to look good standing. He's going to look good flying. He's going to look good all over the place. He has multiple weapons. He got a good, nice sword. The sword of the Kimaris, a little derpy. It's a fold-out sword. This guy has, like, a katana thing. That's fucking metal. Literally. He looks beautiful, has great color separation. It's just a good build. If you see this and you're a fan of Iron-Blooded Orphans, pick it up. It is so far the best Iron-Blooded Orphans kit I have built. And I would definitely recommend it right now. And though I've been a little trepidatious, the older builds in the line, because I've also built the Lupus Rex, the Lupus Rex also holds up. So if he holds up like the Lupus Rex, this is definitely going to be a good build, if not great build. But only time will tell. And by time, I mean probably by next week. I'll tell you if I've just lost all faith in it like I did with the Vidar. But this is a beautiful, beautiful boy. But let's actually go over to redirect you guys somewhere. I feel like I'm just keeping you now, just saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Let me... I'll leave him on screen for a minute. And I hope this doesn't create too big of an audio problem, but let me move the mic. Okay. And let me get you guys redirected. Oh, I didn't move the camera with me like an idiot. There we go. I'll just have my head go away, so that's not a problem. Okay. Allow me to find a place to redirect you guys. Definitely like this build a lot, and I hope it holds up. I hope it doesn't degrade with time or anything. Is there anywhere I can send you guys? Oh, thank you for notifying me that my own stream has started, YouTube. That's very cool of you. Oh, I've never been able to redirect to this person. I think on YouTube, I'm going to redirect to Randon, because I've never had a chance. I don't think I've ever redirected to him, because he always streams normally before me. Yeah, we're going to redirect to Randon. But, there we go. And then on Twitch, I'm going to first see if there's anyone I know who's streaming. know what? It's not Gunpla. Copy. But I'm going to redirect to K9. Paste. So there are the redirects. A bit of an abrupt ending, but this is a bit of more casual stream, and it's just late. So I hope you all have enjoyed yourself. Thank you very much for coming tonight. And remember, don't lose your head. Have a great day and a wonderful life. And before I actually start the music, let me say that tomorrow we will be back at 8 o'clock or 8:30 for, you know, a game about digging a hole. It was cheap and people are playing it right now and I'm interested in it. I saw Powerlines play it like a week and a half ago and I was like, this is neat. And then we will be, after that, we will be going straight into the Area Lulu collab. I can't raid, but I will be linking out at the end of that stream to the Area Lulu collab, which we will either be going straight into, or we will, if we finish up like the digging game early, I'll just link out to that and link you to the waiting room. Either way, it'll work. So I hope you can join us for I think that'll be the first double stream I ever do in a day, I think. And then after that, on Saturday at 8 o'clock, we'll be doing a Lethal Company collab. The collab will be on this channel because everyone's going to host their own perspective. But I hope you can join us for both the digging stream and the 2 collabs this week. And then, you know, next week is this whole other thing. And I'll put back up the schedule so you can see it. So have a great day, everyone, and a wonderful life. And actually, I will wait until a little bit to have this go away so you can burn it to your memory if you need to. That's... Ooh. No, play the right song. I'll have this up until, like, halfway through the song. Then I'll put up the Star Spangled Banner.